common folk wish to make music with all of thine instruments, the reeds of plants and the metals of the rocks, the drums, the shells of the seas, catgut stretched across hollow wooden boxes. Even do they wish to make music with their voices as they work. They would sing of your glory, of the toiling of sailors and of slaves, of the pain of life and birth and the joys of children and the joys of married people fornicating. They would mimic the songs of birds and whales and all of your creation in reels and jigs and schottisches and breakdowns and laments and ballads and love songs and especially in spirituals. Truly this would be the music of life and of praise and of the folk who worship you in the ways they are bidden. And God said, so be it. And he saw that it was very good, and he said, Amen. Amen. On the fifth day, God saw that some in his creation had devoted all of their youth to the instruments he had given them, and to the music he had inspired composers to create. He saw that they now had advanced degrees in musicology, or were experts in the cello sonatas of Bach, or the organs of Buxtehude. So expert had they become that their only work was to wear tight suits and play for Republicans or languish unemployed. God said it is time for a new age music that enables these faithful to do what they are so able to do. So God enabled them to learn transcendental meditation and to build geodesic domes with perfect acoustics and jars of yogi tea. And he clad them in flowing robes. He gave them high-tech recording equipment, and he inspired them to play whole notes in canyons and cathedrals. And now they make lots of money, which they claim is not important to them. God saw that all was peace and contentment, and he said, Amen. Amen. And on the sixth day, God heard the deep jungle beat of drums. He heard Gabriel's trumpet chorus with Satchmo and Miles and Dizzy. He recognized the sweet slurred saxophone sounds of Bird and Train and Ben and Johnny. He heard melodious trombones and the steady strumming of the bass. Beneath it all, its heartbeat was the holding it all together piano of God's own composer, the Duke. And God saw they had taken that deep jungle beat to Basin Street. He saw how a horn played a scream and they took it as a theme. He saw that jazz was born. And God saw that it was hip, it was rippin', it was cool, it was grippin', and man, it was very, very good. And God said, Amen. Amen. And on the seventh day, God slipped some discs from ABCDs in, and at 2 o'clock he tuned in WNMC for folks like us, and he rested. And that is how music was created. Amen. Amen. Darrell. I am your servant. Darrell. I am your servant.
What you are saying to these people, Darrell, you are a cosmic numbnut. If I had not used up all my warts on toads, I would have given them to you. Stop blaspheming and remove yourself from the presence of your master. I have spoken. And have a good time, darling, whatever you do. He was such a gullible person. I love doing that to him. He's so silly.
You got him off the stage, Bob. I appreciate that. Well, let's hear it for the Reverend Darrell Lake, by the way. Well, our next act is going to combine music, movement, and poetry in a patchwork of material that is an excursion of the soul. It begins with a messenger bringing change, sometimes unexpected, and features Susan Gilbert, Lisa Johansson, and Darian Moody, and Midas Mary Raymer, and concludes with Goddesses, an English folk song performed by the Soul Valley Shepherds, featuring Aaron Sullivan, Winona Jones, and Eliza Soloway. Please hold your applause to the end of the performance. The Soul Valley Shepherds.
Hello. For a long time, years, perhaps half a lifetime, you are waiting for the meeting. You don't know you are waiting. In fact, you are feeling very cheerful and things are going well. You have your ways set, your plans made. You are not imagining that anything will change. Really, you have no interest in change. You aren't waiting for a knock on the door. You have even forgotten where your door is. But your door has been waiting just as long, waiting for light, for opening, for air. That little door that you have forgotten. And here comes the messenger now to knock upon your door and scare you out of your shoes. You really do jump at that knock, suddenly aware of the door and feeling the presence on the other side, something beyond the door. It is as if you are moving for the first time as you go to open the door